Hi, welcome to Ranging Country. I'm Lawrence.
And I'm Peter.
And we're here with a very special review. We're coming into, the night vision season.
Nights are drawing in now, aren't they? Noticeably.
100%. So, it's time for a night vision review. We've got the very new DNT Zulus V2 here. And, we're going to give it a go. This will be our second ever night vision scope review. So forgive us if we miss anything or if it doesn't run as smoothly as our normal videos.
Do they run smoothly?
Might do. Okay, let's get into it. So what we've got here then is the DNT Zulus V2. It is basically an all-in-one day and night vision digital scope. It's got a rangefinder on it, so you press a button and it tells you the range, and it's got a ballistic calculator on it, which is very, very clever. Pretty much every single night vision optic nowadays is coming out with this.
So clever, isn't it? Technology is moving so scarily quick.
Yeah, well, I think it started with the ATN X sight way back when.
Massive
15 years ago
Massive,
or so.
yeah.
And now everything has in it and they're tiny. So, yeah. So,
getting smaller and getting cheaper.
Yes.
A lot better value.
100%. So we'll start off by giving you a bunch of numbers. We're just going to read off a sheet, to be quite honest with you. And then we'll sort of go into showing some clips of how it works and what it actually looks like in the real world. So, this is a HD scope, so it's 1080p. It's 1920 by 1080 sensor. So it's not a 4K scope like you would get on something the next level up, something like perhaps a HIC Micro Alpex 4K light that we may or may not be able to compare to in a little while. So full HD. This particular one that we've got here is the 5-20 zoom. They also do a 3-12 zoom, but the 5-20 is by far the more popular in the shop. So we thought it was more prudent.
Is that because people think they're a bit better value because they're getting higher zoom?
Maybe. I guess with glass scopes, obviously the higher zoom ones are obviously more expensive. Maybe. We'll get to our verdicts on that in a little while. This is 60 hertz, which means it's 60 FPS, 60 frames per second. What that actually means is now your normal TV is, I think, 24 or it's 30. The industry standard is like 30 or 24, I can't remember. So this will look much smoother than like normal TV will. Does that make sense?
To look smaller.
Smoother,
yeah. It's the picture on them is quite incredible, isn't it, really?
It's seeming, I think this review is going to be a case of me throwing the numbers out, explaining why that's so good, and you going, oh yeah, it's good, innit?
I can do that.
Very layman's terms.
I can do that.
Battery life. So this is obviously the V2. The battery life is upgraded from the V1 because they've got a bigger battery, basically. They're not a normal 18650 like you get, like that is industry standard. They're a 21700. Don't ask me the numbers on how much bigger they are.
How much bigger are they?
Brilliant. But this will give you a 10-hour battery life.
Wow.
I imagine that's without using the IR torch, and I imagine that's without using the rangefinder. But
you can get bored well before 10 hours, aren't you?
Yeah.
100%. You're going to want to go in for your tea before then.
Yeah. It doesn't have an internal battery, so you need that battery there. But it does come with a second external battery there, and it does come with a little charger as well. The weight of it, now we haven't actually weighed it. I don't know if that's with the mounts, but allegedly the number from DNT is 540 grams, so just over half a kilo.
A pound in old money, just over a pound.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Anyway. So that means it's a bit heavier than a normal day scope.
There's quite a lot of electronics in there, though, isn't there? They've packed in such a tiny little package. They've packed such a lot in. And you were saying about the ATN, and That was a monster, wasn't it? That was
Yeah,
huge.
it used to be, yeah.
Really
And then
big.
you had to get a Bluetooth rangefinder to add to the end. It was like here, and it was probably 1.5 kilos. Whereas this is, yeah.
It's going to be interesting 5 years, 10 years time, just to see exactly where it's gone, and
It's going to be 100 grams, and it's going to be this big.
it'll be about 50 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be twice the quality.
Yeah.
Some more numbers. It will allegedly do, well, it will, as we'll see, from 5 to 1,000 meters.
That's the range finding.
Yes.
The auto, yeah.
That is correct. I've tried it. Yeah, it works. I think most people generally.
Were your pellets falling a bit short?
Oh yeah, I had to sort of aim up and sort of hope for the best.
Quite high.
Yeah. Obviously most of the time it's this for us is going to be on an air gun, and it's going to be
I think they are for a lot of people, aren't they? To be
10
honest.
to 40 yards, right?
Yeah.
Now, one of the last numbers that I've got there is the field of view, and
Now you were going on about this morning, weren't you? This is quite important to you. Quite close to your heart.
well, yeah, this is so the field of view. The numbers on the 3 to 12 version, which is not this, it's 14 yards at 100 yards.
So let's just go back a sentence. Can we just explain what the field of view means? What that actually means in real terms?
So the field of view is how much you see of your image. If your field of view is, well, it says it in degrees, and then for us laymen.
So you're saying at 100 yards you can see a 14-yard stretch
Yes.
of ground.
Yes.
So that's one thing to bear in mind. And you did say to me, you're going to be chasing your rats or your squirrels. I mean, squirrels, they're quick little things, aren't they?
Yeah.
So are you suggesting you might have problems tracking your prey?
So that is not that great. That's the 3 to 12 version. As I say, the 5 to 20 is more popular. So the 5 to 20, by definition, is going to be 3/5 of that is going to be 3/5 of that field of view. Is going
3/5.
It's going to be 66% worse.
These figures are
Because
just...
it's 3 times and it's 5 times.
Okay.
So what will that be? Like 7, 8 yards? Something like that?
Can't be.
8, 9
not
yards?
Not 100 yards. It's going to be less anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the number on the 3 to 12. So
Yeah.
3/5 of that for the 5 zoom. Now, to put that into perspective, the HIC Micro Alpex 4K Lite that we did a review on, I think it was actually last year, that is 20 yards at 100 yards. So that is a lot bigger.
Considerably bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depends what you're hunting, doesn't it? Depends what you're after.
Well, I think for air gunners, because the thing is, if you're out in pitch black, let me start again. If you're out during the day, you can see something, you can get your rifle up and go onto it.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
Whereas if you're out in the night, you're scanning around with something. Oh, there it was. Oh no, it's moved. Oh no, it's still moving. Oh no, I've lost it. Your field of view is massively important, I think, for me, at night. I think that's a big factor, and
that's where your refresh rate is going to come into it as well. As you're scanning, it's going to keep up with you a lot better, isn't it?
Yes.
As you're moving it.
So that's where the smoothness comes in as well.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Now the Alpex was 100 feet per second. Yeah, it was 100 feet per second.
Frames
per second.
Yeah. Is that's 60 hertz? That's a refresh rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's my biggest issue with the 5 times zoom. I think the 3 times would be plenty enough for you. The 3 times would probably be the one to go for, I would say, for air gunners over the 5 times. Personally.
If you're, I'm just trying to think of it in a real life situation. If you've got a rat station, if you're in a barn and you've got to set up a rat baiting station with a concrete block and a dollop of peanut butter, that's not good. Probably not going to be so important to you, is it? You know,
No, true.
you've got your kill zone, and that's where you're doing your business. If you're out in the field and you're around your feeders or whatever, and you're watching squirrels, if they're slightly spooked, you know, they're going to be darting. That could be an issue for you.
Yeah.
You know, just putting it into a real world situation.
Yeah. 100%. Last little thing, last little feature, last little number that we've got for you. Another improvement of this V2 over the one is it's got an OLED screen. Now, don't ask me about the definition of OLED.
What's the definition of OLED?
But the blacks are blacker on an OLED screen.
I think a lot of TVs they're advertising them as OLED screens, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't know quite how it works. I watched a slow-mo guy's video a year or so ago, and he was showing me OLED versus LED. OLED, the blacks are blacker.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah. Shall we grab the laptop out and show you all some footage? Okay, so we've got the laptop out. I've got a few clips here to show you all. So I'll sort of talk through them. As I talk through them, our editor will sort of splice them in and tell you what we're seeing as we're seeing it. So this will be the first time that you've seen some of these. So I'll let us just sort of sit through it and watch it and get your opinions first time through.
Now, when I first look at these, I think it's the clarity of the picture that is striking, isn't it? There you're looking at the trunk of a beech tree, and you're scanning up, you've got the beech mast.
You can see every single leaf that was on the ground just there. You can see all the different colours. You can see all the whatever fruits are on that tree or whatever it is.
Beech mast, beech nuts.
Yeah.
What distance was that? It doesn't.
You can see.
23 metres.
Literally shows it. So you can see in the bottom corner as well, that's my, as I called it on the Alpex video,
cant.
On the pissometer. Yeah.
The cant.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're twisting it any one way or the other.
That's good. As long as you've set the scope properly vertical.
Well, no, that's it sorting itself out. It doesn't matter where it is on the gun rack. So that's sort of a quick run through of. Hold on.
Okay.
A quick run through of what it looks like in a tree. Now that's what I was saying about the field of view. If we just go into that first clip again, on that initial photo at 25 meters or whatever, so 23 meters, 25 yards, whatever it was. I'm only just getting the trunk of that tree. This is base magnification. You can see on the bottom corner there. Base zoom. That's basically all we're seeing. So if we're getting something,
it's not a lot, is it?
It's not.
When
no.
you think of that, if that is the, as you say, the base.
As I say, if that was the 3x1, it would be 60% bigger. I think that'd be way better, personally. What I'm saying is you're all wrong for buying the 5-20 for most Airguns. But like you say, it depends what you're using it for.
Yeah.
Right. Next clip then. So this is very lucky. I happened to see a few pigeons on the sheep watering trough, I guess you'd call it. Obviously, we pinged the range there, 42 meters. Now, one thing that you picked up on, obviously, I initially pinged the range and it shows you 42 meters. If you see that green box in the top left corner, that's where our rangefinder is pointing. You can't adjust it on the Zulus, or you can't adjust it on the Alpex, you can't adjust it on these scopes, but that's where the rangefinder is ranging for.
It's hard. It's there. It's hard to see it against the green grass, though, and against the green foliage, isn't it? It disappears.
On that higher zoom, it is. Obviously, I don't know how well it's going to show up for you guys on screen, but yeah, when it's on higher zoom, you can lose it. Obviously, we'll get to actually shooting later on, but it isn't an issue for it continuously ranging, because you can change one of the settings and you can have it set to just 3 seconds afterwards.
If your kill zone there, where you're shooting your pigeons or whatever, your squirrels, your rats. It's 40, 43, 41 meters there. It wouldn't really matter what else you're doing because you know it's 41 meters. That's going to auto range back there, isn't it?
Yes, but obviously you don't then have your point of impact on the screen with the ballistic calculator if you don't ping it. You've got to try and remember your holdover like someone who doesn't have a Zulus.
Yeah. Clarity is very, very good, isn't it?
It is very, very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was very lucky to get those pigeons sat there and frolicking, I guess, and grabbing a drink. Now, obviously, I had a quick flick through our previous video on the Alpex to try and get a similar kind of footage. We didn't have any ducks there, but I sort of tried to reach out for the same sort of distance that I was seeing those ducks at on the Alpex video.
Oh, yeah. But you're getting confused.
Yeah.
So they were pigeons.
No, it was you getting confused.
Happened.
So you can still see, if we're on 10 times zoom, you can still see just about, it goes a little bit grainy as we zoom into 20, but you can see all the blades of grass. That's 80 yards, 80, 90 yards. You can see all the blades of grass. You can even see the sheep quite clearly in the background at 100 and whatever it is.
That's one hell of a picture, isn't it? Look at that.
It's pretty good, isn't it? That there.
That's better than my tally.
That at 900 yards, that is pretty good. I mean, at that point, that's a full HD camera at that point, right? But yeah, it's this close range stuff with the higher zoom. That's where you get that clarity. And I will say it is very, very clear that the image quality is excellent. Okay. Next.
Incredibly so.
Footage. Now this, which one is this? Right. So this takes a little bit of explaining. So this is going from bright outside to dark inside. And this is the speed at which the scope will adjust itself for the different brightnesses. Now, I will just say, when I flicked through the Alpex video, I think that the Alpex was a bit brighter in the low light than this Zulus is. But again, I mean, the Alpex is a bit more expensive. But this is obviously in day mode, quite bright sunshine, and you can see, hopefully it shows up on your screen there, just how clear and bright it was, even in this dark, dark barn. Also, that's sort of, we'll play that again. So as we will sort of scan round at this 20, 25 meters, very, very comfortable air gunning distance. See how much scanning we've got to do to get enough picture in for the field of view. I think that's where it's limitations.
You just said you're not going to go on about this field of view again.
I'm trying not to. I'm just explaining. That's
yeah.
Okay. Next clip. I've got to try and remember what this one is.
It's leaf litter in the bottom of the woods.
Yes. That was it. Trying the rangefinder nice and close and seeing how clear it stays at close distances, and then obviously reaching out.
You see it flashing, can't you?
Yes. That's the rangefinder updating itself and pinging the range. Now you can see the rangefinder icon goes red, the distance marker goes red. You can see a little branch that's sort of in my way, but not quite in the way enough for me to think that it was an issue, but it was clearly.
The picture clarity on that is just outstanding.
It is very, very good.
Yeah.
Even at night, it's absolutely excellent. The built-in IR on the built-in IR is very, very good. You've got 5 different brightness levels, and you've also got an automatic brightness level, which is actually very intuitive. You just click onto auto, and it's done. It does it for you. You can then change on the side right at the end of the unit, right at the end of the torch there. You can unscrew that and that will focus the beam down. So that will increase or decrease your spread, increase your brightness. Cool. Next clip. So this was same place as we had that pigeon video, but this is obviously pitch black. So we're on automatic here. This is me flicking through the different brightness levels on the IR torch, and this is me focusing the beam down. Now, I can't remember what the benefit of the Zulus is that it comes all in one. It's everything together, comes with the IR torch. But if you ever decide that you want to reach out further with a high power airgun or something like that, you've got no way of upgrading that torch without just slapping another one on. It seems absolutely excellent for normal airgunning distances.
Another thing to think about is if the torch packs up in the future.
Yeah.
If the torch stops working, it's a built-in unit. It's not going to be replaceable, is it?
Yeah.
So are you better off with 2 singles?
Now it goes a little bit stuttery there. I don't particularly know why. I think it's because it's trying to sort of fire the IR torch and the rangefinder and everything together. But even at night, there you can see each individual blade of grass blowing in the wind really clearly. And obviously I wasn't lucky enough to see anything, any live quarry or anything that evening. But if I did see anything, you would see its eyes glow.
There you go, sheeps.
Like these sheep.
Some sheeps.
Yep, 400 yards. You still see them, can't you?
Yeah.
This is 10 times zoom.
This is the difference between a thermal and a night vision, isn't it? 400 yards and you can make out that was a sheep.
Yeah.
A thermal, you're going to get a thermal mass, aren't you? A thermal blob.
Yeah. You would have to spend a lot of money to know
Is it
what
a dog?
was.
Is it a sheep? Is it a deer? Is it a big cat? Is it...
Yeah. You wouldn't really have an idea.
Somebody squatting down? Could be. Been known before.
Okay, on to our next clip then. So yes, this is me. We didn't get a chance to both of us shoot it like we did on the Alpex video. I'll just carry on talking over that miss. So it's just me. I only had a few shots.
Talking over that miss.
Yeah, that's what I said. There you go. Look at that one. I hit it. So obviously I'm just talk through exactly what I'm doing here. So press the range finding button, brings up that little green box. Hold that box on the target for a few seconds. It pings the range. It tells you what the range is and how much drop that is. And that little green cross moves. You put the green cross on the target, squeeze the trigger and you're done.
That's interesting. We're mixing up metric and imperial there, aren't we?
That
It's
was
40.
my fault.
Or was it your fault?
Well, I think that was... I think originally the holdover was in centimetres, and I changed it because I was like, oh, everyone uses inches. And then I didn't change it. You can change them both individually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, basically that's it. Very, very easy to use. As I say, everything's self-contained. You press a button on the unit, which is quite small. All the buttons are quite close together as well, which makes a nice bit of difference. And the button for firing the rangefinder is right on the side. It's a big red button on the side. Very easy to use.
I think what's one thing that's going to be important, probably more to the older generation, such as myself, which is the easiest to use and the easiest to set up?
I felt
in your opinion.
I've obviously set a few of these scopes up before. You have to zero them, but you zero them like a normal scope. You take a shot, see where it lands. You can actually freeze the frame, move your crosshairs to where that pellet has gone, click enter, that's you zeroed, done.
Wow. That's, I mean, if you've got a centerfire rifle and your ammunition's £1, 150, £2 a shot, that's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
So,
and then the buttons are bigger on the Alpex. In fact, let's jump into a conclusion. We'll tidy up and we'll get the Alpex out as well to show you, and we'll go through everything.
okay.
Back with you shortly. So we tried not to do this as too much of a comparison, as sort of standalone review for the DNT.
I think we've got to discuss it though, haven't we? Because
direct competitor.
The price is quite similar. This one being, how much is this one?
Well, currently as of time of filming, this one's 600, and that comes with a mount.
With an illuminator.
Yeah, that's with the mount, and that's with an IR torch as well. Whereas the Alpex currently is 650 without mounts and without torch. So plus 115 for its torch, plus 30 quid for its mount.
But I guess you don't have to have its own illuminator. If you've got one, or you can buy just a IR illuminator off eBay or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like you say, you've got options. Obviously, they don't supply it for a reason, or they don't supply it, and that's the reason. You've had a quick go with the two. What do you think of them? Which one do you think is the more easy to use? Which is easier to use?
Well, this one for your magnification is got the standard typical sliding ring, hasn't it? Which
it's in the same place.
Yeah. They've both got your adjustable ocular in the same place, obviously. This one for your zoom is on the top there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's slightly different. This is more scope looking. They've got the battery compartment there on the left-hand side, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've got the on button over there. You've got just 3 buttons on the top of this one. And then you've got
5. Well, 4. 4 plus back.
4 plus your power.
Yeah. They're a bit smaller, and some of them do 2 jobs as well. Is another little thing that might catch you out. A lot of them, maybe all of them, are press for one thing, but hold for another thing.
When I was playing about, I was turning the IR on and off and up and down. I found that button quite easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
So put your hand on the top. It's the one that's nearest to you.
Yeah.
In the pitch black, you can feel it. Press it, and everything's shown up on your display. So you're not really, once you know where the button is, you're okay.
Yeah. Which obviously that will be the benefit of having everything integrated instead of having a torch sat on the side of the Alpex and you have that on or off.
I think they're both exceptional value for money. To be honest, for what you're getting, for the quality of picture that you're getting, for the auto ranging. A little bit of setting up, because you have to set up the height off the barrel, don't you?
Yeah.
And the ballistic coefficient of the pellet.
Yeah. As someone who's done it a few times now, you just Google the coefficient of the pellet, and usually that comes up. And get tape measure out and go, yeah, that's about right. Put it through the chrono, give you the velocity. Put it all in, and that's about it. That's about done. You sometimes need to tweak things and double check things. So what I usually do is 0 at 30, and then check it at 10 and then 60. And if it's right on them, then we're done, basically. They both seem similarly easy to set up. As I say, they've both got sort of 1-shot 0 on them. Yeah.
I know that if a customer buys a rifle and scope from us, you will set them up, won't you? As well, you'll
Yeah, for free. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah, yeah.
Set them up, no problem at all. I know you've done that, especially some older customers. You've done that for.
Yeah. So, what's your conclusion then?
My conclusion is, I think you're getting a lot for your money. You're getting a lot of value, whichever one you choose. I don't know if I could say this one's better than that one, or vice versa. It's a very, very tough one. To me, they're so close in the important matters. You know,
Yeah.
the
Clarity and stuff.
the clarity, the quality of that picture, being able to identify what you're shooting at, identify your quarry. I probably even down to, is it a mouse? Is it a rat? Is it a young rat? Is it a mouse? I think they're outstanding, to be honest. They really are.
Yeah.
You're getting such a lot. I mean, 600 quid mark, you know, the technology is moving so quick.
I would personally say, if you've got your own torch already, I would say that the Alpex is a better bet. I think the field of view for me and for what I would be using it for is worth it. Is a big draw to the Alpex. It'll also be a lot smoother as well because it can go up to 100 frames per second. But if you want your one scope and then you want to transfer that to your next gun and your next gun, the DNT is probably just plenty good enough. I personally would go for the 3-12 for the bigger field of view, but
especially for air gunning.
But
yeah,
the 5-20 is the way more popular one. So clearly, I'm wrong.
I know we've just going off the not off the subject, but just going off on a tangent as
we do
occasionally do. Thermal spotters.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have been ratting together. Me with a thermal spotter, you with a rifle, haven't you? And these night vision, if there's a rat hiding in the leaf litter on in the woods,
if he's not looking at you, so his eyes aren't
yeah,
showing up bright,
you're not going to see him. Thermal spot. I know you've said, yeah, there's no rats in here, and I've looked on the thermal. There's 5 within like 8 meters of us. And I'm like, really? And I talk you in and you go, oh yeah, he's facing away. And so grey is grey when you're looking at it at night.
Yeah.
Whichever scope you choose, grey is grey. If you've got a thermal spotter, he's not going to hide.
Yeah. And I guess with
a
thermal spotter, if you've got your thermal spotter in one hand, you can put it down, you know where you're aiming, you're on it.
Lanyard round your neck.
And then if he does
thermal,
move, whip him back out, see where he is.
Yeah. I think that would be, I mean, as ratting kit and ratting tools go, I think that would be
pretty impressive.
I mean, we've done it ourselves, haven't we? And the body count that you get with rats is just incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, when you're looking, grey is grey. If it's grey, that's all you're going to see. You're going to see grey.
Yeah,
unless it moves. And
obviously, a really good scope, you'll be able to see the shape. So if you're scanning slowly enough, or if the scope's smooth enough, you'll be able to see the shape. And
very hard to see, though, don't they? Very hard to see when it's when a similar colour, when you're on black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, outstanding. Yeah, absolutely outstanding. I'd be happy with either of those, to be honest, to use.
Well, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And any questions on these, give us a bell. Drop us in the comments. And
ask for Lawrence.
Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.